that maybe I could do Mr. Grim Reaper some justice, so I'm gonna go ahead and start sketching the Grim Reaper, and probably gonna, it's a face drawing, so I'm gonna use this, the smaller poster board. I tried doing him at the beginning before all this practice began, and it didn't turn out very good. I was hoping, now that I'm a little bit more experienced, they had a really nice Raven one too, but I'm gonna try to do the Grim Reaper first. I think that would just be a lot better of an experience. He has his little blade, his spear thing, so I'm just gonna do it this way. But how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a great day. Ouch! Oh God, my back. The park broke me. I haven't seen that stream coming up. I didn't say anything too terrible. I mean, when you're down the park blogging, what is there to say terrible? So maybe it's just being reviewed. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking things. So I'm gonna give it till morning. Usually I don't hear back from things like that till the morning anyway. So, but I'm gonna say hello to Queen. She reached out and said hello in my reel, so I'm gonna say hello to her in this one. I'm not used to having fans. I'm really not. This is like a new thing for me. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna start getting this hood here. This hood kind of comes up this way, and I'm taking advice from other painters, sketch artists that are way better than me. My friend on TikTok that I listen to, he says you get yourself some pencils, it doesn't matter where they're from. You can use colored pencils, whatever. And he even says that you don't even have to worry about how good they are, because a pencil's a pencil. Colored pencil is a colored pencil. And he was talking in a stream too. Oh gosh, 15 people. Wow. I must be popular today. I hope I bring good there. Oh, good stream. Oh, cool stream. Oh, well, thank you. I try. I mean, I'm trying to bring it with the Reaper. Last time I tried to do him when I was starting to practice. It was okay, but I felt like I could have done the Grim Reaper better justice. But besides watching all my sad dog videos over here, because these are the ones that find me and I start crying, as over in Facebook world. Oh, you like my voice? Well, thank you. I'm glad. And I follow the Satan group, and I'm not a Satanist. I just do it out of research because I'd like to find out what these people are doing all the time. I really do, because I'm a very curious person. If I was a cat, I'd be dead. Let's just put it that way. And I guess they have these prayers, and they go through every day these prayers, and I listen and I look at these prayers because I don't understand Satanism. Oh well, thank you. I love you too, buddy. But I listen to these prayers, and then I'm watching them, and they're talking about, they have this whole thing about evoking spirits. And they have it all over Facebook and how you evoke a spirit. So as curious as I am, I press see more. These crazy people. are going around and evoking, and they said you got to give something and all this stuff. And I was like, this is worse than the Ouija board. I don't think people should mess with malevolent forces like this. But it's all over Facebook. This damn group doing this, and it's crazy. This is the group that kicked me out, but I get all their prayers and what they're doing. And I just don't understand. No wonder there's so much negative energy going around. Because all over Facebook, they tell you how to evoke a spirit and all this stuff, and I guess it could work. But the thing is what it really would do, you're just inviting something that is really dark. And really, honestly, I don't think the Reaper is dark. He is just a force of nature. So, I am not a dark person because of this. It's just because I think of him as another aspect of God. That's how I think of the Reaper. But you don't gotta evoke the damn Reaper. These people, my goodness. I have never seen anything like this ever in my life. They're crazy. Okay, let me see. Elmira? Well, hello. Oh, I was trying a better hairstyle today. I put oil in it. And then found a scrunchie because my hair is finally growing out. And my hair sometimes is poofy. So, I know I'm a crazy artist, but this is how I am. But yeah, I'm over there and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe anybody would want to evoke a spirit of that magnitude. And I guess you theoretically could, but why would you want to? These are the questions that Chong the dog wonders about. Because that is a crazy state of affairs. If you're that messed up, where this is an issue, where you gotta try to evoke this, and I don't understand why Facebook allows this kind of stuff. I really don't. I'm not creator of the week, and I've been trying to be creator of the week for a long time, and they cheat. I tell you, my friends, they cheat. Because all they do is follow each other, then your creator of the week. And I think my videos are better. You guys like my videos. I get them from Google, and I have them nicely made. And I send them the same quality of videos thinking, this is going to be my day. But it never is my day over there. And there's always these crazy videos, and I'm talking crazy ones, where they do just about nothing except saying how much I don't know, this is just like family posts. And I don't understand how that could be creator of the week. I guess that's where I'm at with them and this whole voyage of being creator of the week. And they say follow each other. I followed 50 people. You know how many follows I got back? It was like 6. And this is literally, this is to me, when I get on a mission, I'm on a mission. I will bother Facebook until I become creator of the week. I don't give a damn at this point. And this is where I'm at. And I'm gonna snoop on all these Satanists that are raising demons. And I just don't understand. You get kicked out of the group because you mentioned Lucifer was an archangel. And then as they kick you out of the group, they still send you things on how to evoke a spirit. Now, if you got kicked out of a group, doesn't it? I mean, am I crazy? I mean, I might be. I don't know. But when did you stop getting posts about this? They don't want me in it because I mentioned Lucifer was with God at one point. They get mad at me. but I still get all of their prayers and how to evoke a spirit. If I really wanted to, I probably could, but will I? No. You don't know what you're getting into with that crap. Even my mom, with her doing like little cards and stuff, she always told me never ever to touch a Ouija board. Ever. Not once. She said it's very dangerous. She said the cards are one thing because you could blush your cards and stuff like that, and it doesn't let any kind of spirits in. They could communicate to some extent, but they can never come in your cards. So she always forbidded me for these practices, and I'm sure my mother will crawl up out of her grave and smack me if I ever try to do that. But I mean, this was like the big thing on Facebook today was how to evoke a spirit. But this stuff's popular, gets millions of views, but I come out with a really good video and no one knows my existence except for 10,000 people. I don't get it. I really don't. Or I get the Prince of Dubai where he'll message me because everybody thinks I'm Middle Eastern over there. And they actually did a reel. They made one of these reel things where I was in a Middle Eastern wedding dress, laugh out loud, and then put it on one of my Chong groups because they liked me so much. And I was like, I don't know how. I mean, I know my picture's out there, but why? This was where I was getting at was I was like totally like, how is does I mean they got nothing else better to do. I mean, you could sit there and watch music, you could watch YouTube. There's a million things instead of putting someone in a dress. So I don't know. Crazy day in the park. Oh my god, that was crazy. This is why I got so far from Mr. Grim Reaper. I'm trying to get him because I was trying to get him around Halloween. Alright, now his hand comes this way. I'm getting much better at some things. And then some things I'm not. But I guess that takes time because I always follow this really good painter on TikTok. I love TikTok folks. I go over there a lot too. But I never see things like that on TikTok. And they want to ban TikTok. And the thing is I never ever see posts on how to evoke a spirit. Not once. I see some crazy shit, but nothing like this. Nothing. And this is what I talk about. I really honestly do. Because they want to sit there and say how bad TikTok is, but they're not evoking spirits. You know, maybe a bunch of crazy and some Trump posts. Yeah, I get that. Oh, my battery's running low. Hang on. I gotta go put my thing back on here. The charge. Oh, Lord. Let's go. Here it is. Okay. It's back here. But, I don't know. This is why I said it's been a crazy day. Social media, sometimes you go through social media and you're like, wow. You just don't know. Sometimes it's just like it's crazy for the day, and then sometimes it's subtle. But yeah, they really they want to shut down TikTok, but you got stuff like that going on in Facebook. Why don't they just leave TikTok alone and do something about this Satan group? This is what I'm talking about. But what are you gonna do? People are gonna be people. But yeah, but this is, I mean, this is the craziness going on in the world. And then my mother-in-law sits there and tells me that the world's ending. And maybe she thinks it's ending because people are doing satanic things on Facebook and everything else. I don't know. She's 75 years old. And she hates Trump. And I get that a lot of people probably don't like him, but my mother-in-law really hates Trump. I think she hates him more than the average person. She's on TikTok. On TikTok, she's the sassy diva. She did some kind of video bashing Trump like the rest of them. It's what they like to do on there. They're not Trump fans. Trump did save TikTok. He absolutely did, but somehow all of TikTok turned on him. So I don't know how happy it is. She was telling me, and I did not really. I was tired and fell asleep with the Super Bowl. I seen the show, but she said there was a rap artist on there, and he was bashing Trump. And I guess she was saying that he paid tax dollars for this guy to come on and go to the Super Bowl. And it was going all viral through there. And I go, well, maybe it was kind of blown out of proportion. Maybe he did to a certain extent. I don't know. But man, it's just going everywhere. And now they're saying in 3 months that it might go somewhere. I'm just leaving my account over there because I do have some friends over there. They're avid TikTok people. And TikTok people are very loyal to their network. Me, I can be comfortable anywhere. And I'm a curious person. Sometimes, if I get in a network that's kind of a little off, I just start snooping. Just like I did with the Satan group. I like the Skull group over there. Now, they got some pretty bad drawings and they got some good reels. And when I first started being a digital creator, they used to have the best reels. The best. I used to always leave comments that I loved their reels all the time. Now, this Skull group, and you figure Skull, they're supposed to have like skull stuff. Now they have naked stuff all the time. And I'm like, what happened to the skulls? And they didn't even change the name of the group. And you just see these weird naked pictures all the time. And I used to love the Skull group because they had badass reels. They really did. I liked them. That made me want to be a better digital creator. It really did. And now I just feel that I'm the only one over there that gives effort for reels. Because I do. I put out some today. And I try to put out the good effort for all my reels. I make them through Google. Because I feel you get good quality when you do that. And some of these editing things, like if you were to pay for them for a month, which is fine if you pay for them. I pay $8 a month for Google. You just got to make sure they're secure. Some of these, I feel that my account might get hacked. So I don't mess with them. See, I feel he's going to be better. Look, I got the little arch and everything. I don't know if you can see it with the lighting. So I got that so far. And then I'm going to do the pastel. I'm still doing tarot card readings. Yeah, they won't ask me for a tarot card reading, but they'll evoke spirits. This I don't get. I really don't get that at all. Because you have your tarot card people that want to act like they could tell you what you're eating for dinner. And they're everywhere. And you expect that because that's the norm. Over there, They barely have any anymore, but they're evoking spirits all the same. I don't know. What? Maybe this is why my mother-in-law thinks that the world is ending. And maybe if I was 75 years old and seen half of this crap and was a gospel singer, I would think that too. Because it's like, wow, why? I don't know if it's appropriate for that kind of thing on social media, honestly. And I'm literally all for free speech. I really am. But some things I really don't think should be messed with. Because I feel these kind of things with all these spiritualists that are, shaman that get into shamanism and stuff, they're not calling for any of this kind of stuff. And I just feel that it's just not a good thing. So, I mean, I'm suggesting everybody to start praying now and maybe try to protect themselves, because if all these people are evoking these bad spirits, no wonder all these damn dogs are getting abused. I mean, these animal groups over here are finding these poor dogs in these conditions and rescuing them, and they're suffering. And these crazy people are evoking spirits. I don't know. I think everybody has sometimes lost their mind a little bit. I'm just going with that they lost their mind a little bit. And these eyes are really not right. But it concerned me. This really, really concerns me about all this stuff going on with this group. So I wanted to make sure you guys were alerted, because when things, I don't like the way this eyebrow is set. So maybe my friend over there, Danny, he's Fairy. That's what his name is on there. He is from the LGBT community, obviously, with a name like that. But he's a very good artist. He's been painting since he was 10. So today is my birthday. Oh, no, today's my biology exam. How will my paper be? I could give you the energy in this. I can't literally tell you what score you're going to get, but I could give you the energy field on that. That's really all I can do. But I will do that. Okay, hang on. Oh, I have my cards. Oh, right here. Duh. Alright. Yeah, he's turning out pretty good, the Reaper. Maybe I'll be able to do a nice big picture for Halloween now. The Reaper is not an easy sketch either. You really sometimes gotta practice that. And you gotta get the eyes and the skull right. It's not easy either. But sometimes I think the only sanity is over here. Because over here, it seems. I mean, there's things out here, but no one's doing stuff about evoking spirits. And the thing is, I think they just pick and choose what they think is appropriate and what isn't. But when you see the skull group with porn and all this other stuff, but then I literally will do one Grim Reaper thing around Halloween, and they said that my painting offended somebody. I'm like, it's Halloween. I mean, come on. That's why I cannot sketch the Grim Reaper over there. They don't like the Grim Reaper. They like Lucifer, but they don't like the Lucifer in the in his angel form. They only like him in his other form over there, apparently. I don't know. Maybe I'm not supposed to understand this. I don't know. I couldn't begin to tell you. It's a bunch of crazy. But stay away from that Satan group. And please don't evoke any spirits because I mean, I know enough about this stuff to know if you allow bad energy in your house, it's going to stay in your house. And if you bargained with it, it could hang around. I mean, hell, your dog or somebody might see it. So, not good. But you got a new moon eclipse for the energy field, which is good. This is talks about powerful change. And generally, it's always to the good. When you get a powerful change, it usually means when the negative energy starts turning around. And you also got a south node surrounding this and a dissembling moon. And the south node just means talking about the past, which I feel that I'm picking up that you had a couple bad scores and you're kind of worried this one is going to be bad and you want everything to turn out super good. And then you got dissembling moon. And this just talking about, I mean, they say take time, breathe out, but it just means you have stress. And to relax however you want to relax. I mean, my one friend that's into shamanism, she meditates. But if you don't want to meditate, just chill out to some music on YouTube and relax and maybe get yourself a little crystal. I would recommend rose quartz. It's actually good for love, but it brings in positive energy also. And it's a good positive crystal. Or quartz would be okay. And it actually just kind of centers you. I got a chakra one. I bought it from Amazon. And then you come home and you put holy water and stuff like that on it. And you kind of vibe with your crystal, make it your own. This works really good, these chakra ones, because it has everything. Oh, you're welcome. And I'll pray that your test goes well. I remember those days when I had bad tests and I was worrying about stuff in college. I get it. One test can make or break you. And this is true facts. And then you have 100 note cards and you're doing last minute studying and doing a Hail Mary. I get it. Alright, his eyebrows go down this way. Over, down that way. Trying to get his face perfect and just trying to get a basic sketch of this before I start with my pastel. Because I feel if I could do the Reaper Guide, possibly the Raven could be next. Because that would be really nice. But you guys are a very nicer crowd sometimes. I mean, if you're not literally putting up naked posts and everything, you don't make it there. And I refuse to put things out there like that. I'm not a porn person. I feel I'm not against it. I mean, if I get it that people listen to porn, but I feel there's a time and place for it. I will not put it in any of my posts. I just won't. I don't know why Facebook allows it, but I'm going to keep doing what I do and I'm going to ignore them because I'm going to keep putting out nice content about dogs and how people should be nicer to animals in general because I feel they need niceness over there. I mean, they really need Jesus too. I mean, I know sometimes that when I get a really, like, I get a lot of subscriptions, I always tell my husband that Jesus walked through my page, but I think Jesus needs to walk through Facebook and maybe start with the Satan group and get them to stop with their all their evoking stuff. And when I would go on these chats, just because I'm nosy and I'm very curious, but when I would go on these chats, they literally would sit there and say, "Oh, if you want to argue, it's fine. If you want to cuss, it's fine." I mean, this anything goes in this group. They're crazy. They really, really are. Okay, got that. So this is the teeth. I gotta get his nice teeth. Yeah, I gotta go see go see after the podiatrist. I gotta go see this damn dentist again, and then I will finally, hopefully soon, have my front tooth capped because that's what I'm really hoping to have done. Sometimes I think that the doctors are out to get you. They bring you in this office, and then all of a sudden, all this different stuff has to get done. And this is what they do. They be telling you about how this has to be done and that has to be done. The next thing you know, you got 3 appointments. I think they just try to, and I get it. These are things that have to be done, but sometimes I feel I'm not even that sick anymore. I'm really not. But somehow I feel like I have more doctor's appointments than I want to know about. Will I become Johnny's girlfriend this year? I agree about the doctors. Oh, it's not just me that has a problem with these doctors. I literally had one. You know how you get those nails that kind of go in your skin on the side? They took care of that. Next thing I know, they want to move my whole toenail over. And he has this whole big thing. I told the nurses at work, and they think my doctor's crazy. That or he's just money hungry. It only costs $10 with the insurance to go see him. And he always thinks of these new things for you, but thank God he does. He makes his money from people that hurt their ankle and stuff. But I was looking at that doctor like he was crazy. I mean, a simple procedure he's trying to make more complicated. But it's whatever. But I will see about I'll do a love reading and see what energy you and Johnny is. Did I get the right name? Yeah, Johnny. You and Johnny's relationship is in. I mean, it's all I can really do. I can't predict what he's going to do because of free will, which the Satan group doesn't think there is free will, which anybody that does not agree in free will, folks, they are evil. And stay away from them. They try to say you have to do this and you don't have free will. That's the all tale sign that they're dark as hell and negative as hell, and stay away from them. So, oh, okay. Yeah, I tell you what I actually see. I don't see angel numbers and all that, but I can pick up energy and fields, and that's it. And I feel that being honest is the best thing when you're when you're able to pick up little things. You and Johnny are in a wax crescent moon, which isn't bad. This just talks about having faith in dreams, which is good. because it means a bigger goal. And then you guys are surrounded by a new moon in Leo, a new moon in Aries. A new moon in Leo just talks about confidence and self esteem. So it just, the energy just picking up your self esteem's kind of low about the whole subject. And then you got a new moon in Aries. And that just means obviously it's a fire sign. But in Aries, you take action. So from what I'm picking up, maybe you should let Johnny know that you want to be his girlfriend. And maybe start asking him questions about it. I mean, and maybe feel confident and say that you'd be a good couple. And see where it goes. I don't see anything negative in this field. I just feel that in this whole situation, I'm just picking up energy that he's scared to move to the next step, which I guess is understandable. Having a relationship is a big deal. It's something that follows you, and then when you get older, you always remember, if you're married to someone else, that you were with that person, and then when you see them in the store and stuff. So oh well, I hope that helped. That's what I'm picking up. All right. Six. Like six with a beautiful woman came into my life and liked me as much as I like her. And being long term girlfriend. Do I give up? Alright, well, let me get your lung. Oh, you're welcome. I try to get on here every day. I usually come over here more than anywhere else, so. And I hope that I'll pray for you. I'm not gonna do nothing crazy, but I'll pray. Alright. And let me get your name. Okay. Fostler. Alright. Alright. I could do your energy reading on this girlfriend of yours, or the one you want to be a girlfriend, and see what's going on in the energy field. I mean, sometimes people are in different transitions in their life. You gotta, and I don't know her age, but depending on the age, sometimes when you're younger, you got a lot going on. And from what I heard from younger people, they tell me that everybody kind of does things to set themselves up. If something happens, they can leave. So maybe she's scared. I don't know. But I will do an energy reading on your whole situation. Alright, this isn't a new moon in Sagittarius, you and the girlfriend. Or potential girlfriend you got here. And this talks about luck. So that's not bad. So you got luck there. And then your whole situation with this girl is surrounded by a full moon in Cancer and a waning moon. And Cancer is about personal issues, reaching resolution. And the waning moon is pretty much just releasing negative things so you can move on to the positive. I feel I'm picking up a lot of personal issues this girl has, and it has nothing to do with her wanting another guy. So that's what I'm picking up. And I think that this is all her and not you. So I don't know. I'm picking up at maybe family and friends type thing. And she's going to have to let things go to move on and trust somebody. I'm picking up trust issues because of her personal issues. And I feel it's family. I feel like real strong it's family based. Maybe try to ask her what her problems are and tell her you'll be there for her and see what happens. Maybe she'll do that. I don't know. Well, I mean, potential girlfriend. You know what I mean. Maybe just talk to her about her personal issues. I'm picking up personal issues between yours and her energy. So, but that's not, I mean, a lot of people these days are having personal issues. From what I hear, the world's crazy and there's bad stuff going on. Maybe it's a lot of stuff that's making her feel bad at home. That's what I'm picking up. So I hope it all works out and she's actually gets some resolution in her life because things like that can carry and it's not good. I'm trying to get all these edges in his little hood. I want to get a nice little clean cut here and make it look good. Because from my friend on TikTok, he says you got to get all these little details or it looks like crap. So, and he's a really, really good artist. And he's another one that doesn't like Trump. He did a painting on TikTok of Trump getting, you know what, in the butt. And I don't know why that thing's still up, but I don't know. Who knows? I don't know why Trump didn't demand it come down. Or they didn't see it yet. I don't know. With all the other stuff, but it was a really good painting of the White House. I will give it that much. Kind of crazy, but he did do a good depiction of the White House. Yeah, you can ask a question. I just be doing my little sketchings and stuff while I'm over here. I'm up here in my personal time. And I like to do this to relax. But yeah, ask your question. I got my cards. I'll get your question answered. I could pick up your energy field on your answers. Alright, I'm going to do this so I can finally get to the pastel stage with Mr. Grim Reaper. Because my last one was terrible. Terrible. I mean, I made it into like a modern art thing, but just for a Hail Mary, but it wasn't very good. It could have been a lot better. So I'm trying to add all these little details with my black pencil. Since Mr. Grim Reaper has all kinds of black on him and he's all dark. And these kind of paintings aren't the easiest to do, even the sketches. But yeah, lay on your question. They don't even really ask me when I go over there and stream for tarot card questions. You think they would? It's crazy. Maybe it's because I'm not trying to evoke spirits. Maybe that's what it is. Or maybe it's because I have a lot of personal opinions they don't like. That could be. I think only one personally asked, and that was it. But I'm going to still go over there because it's what I do. I go over there and I like to find out what chaos is going on in the world. This is what I like to do all day. I like to be a bugaboo on social media. I like to go on TikTok to see what crazy's going on over there too. Over here, it's just a whole lot of sophisticated stuff and sad dog videos. That's all I predict over here, this one. Okay, Nash. Well, me and David work out. And Val, oh, that's a easy name. You don't have one of these fancy names coming through. Let me see your energy field in your relationship here. And it technically is a relationship. Even if you guys aren't together, everybody has some sort of relationship. If it's friendship or whatnot. So this is why I call it a relationship, because everybody, even me giving you a reading, we have somewhat of a relationship. You can have a relationship as friends or whatever, but the universe looks at it as relationship. So, alright, Val, let me see here. Oh boy. Alright. Alright, you got a new moon in Aquarius, and this for your whole major energy, the core of it all, which is good. But I think this is towards, not towards you, I think it's towards the other. And this just talks about bringing love and emotion into a situation where it doesn't have enough. And then you got a void course moon. And then you got a full moon in Leo. I'm picking up he's stubborn and he's has his own opinions and he wants you to act or be a certain way. And that's it. He's very stubborn. And the void course moon just talks about nothing coming from the situation, him not bending right now. Maybe have a hard talk with him. Put your foot down and tell him, you're not a doormat. Say, I'm not your personal doormat. Maybe we can try to talk on an emotional level. That's what I would do. So, but with his current energy, it doesn't look good. Like he's gonna bend. But maybe if you can make him realize how you feel and everything, it might. I don't know. I don't know him personally, but sometimes that works. Sometimes it doesn't work. So, but that's why I'm picking up on that. And some people like this, they're usually lonely and sad. So I wouldn't feel too bad about it. I've had a couple people like this. And later on in life, all of a sudden they want to be with you. I had this happen to me over on Facebook. One of my friends that I knew from my childhood, way, way many moons ago. And he told me I was fat. And he did not want to date me or nothing because he said I was too fat. Now all of a sudden, because he sees me everywhere with all my videos, he wants to meet me somewhere and do all this stuff. And it's like, okay, you thought I was fat 20 years ago. And now I'm just like, I don't know what I've seen in him 20 years later. But there's an old country song. Sometimes God doesn't answer certain prayers for a reason. talking about unanswered prayers. I forgot. I don't know if it's George Strait. I can't tell you. It was one of the. It was a really good country song. I do like country along with my heavy metal and Slipknot and everything else. But maybe you're being kind of blocked from him because it's going to get worse before it gets better. Sometimes it gets like that, and then you'll meet somebody else. Sometimes that's what destiny does to us. Because right after him, I met someone else, and it was way better. So, but I would put my foot down and try to like have a civil conversation with him and see where that goes. Because sometimes things can change, but I mean, it ultimately is up to him. I think I nailed the sketch. I don't know if you guys can see it. I think that's not bad. For once, I think I did something good with Mr. Reaper. So maybe I'll be ready for the Raven for my book cover. I need to do this Raven for the book cover so bad. My son's delivering me a computer, or I just told him I could just save up on my own. I really don't care. So, but he can insist on coming and bringing in this computer, and I'm not going to stop him. He made a bunch of money last year. If he wants to bring it, I'm going to take it, but I think I might be ready for the Raven if I can nail the Reaper. Alright, now it's time to get happy pastels out. And I'll see if I have another question. I am taking questions. I can do two things at one time here. And these in connection with will you marry? Oh, hello. Sag. Oh, you haven't been on here a while. Is it SAGGF? Sagif? That's what I'm getting. That's what I see. But hello. Alright, I could get you an energy field on this if you're gonna a love energy to see where it's going, how strong the energy is. I can do that. But like I said, these are sometimes up to objective here too. So you can always talk to the person, change this energy around. This is the good thing about energy. Every scientist, all of them are all set. They talk about energy transfers. You can sometimes energy transfers over and different things too. So just because it's like this now doesn't mean after you talk to him he doesn't have a change of heart. All right, you got a full moon in Capricorn for this relationship for the married question. And this just represents that there was a tough cycle somewhere along the line. So that's all that's saying. And you got a new moon, which is good. This talks about new starts. And a new moon in Taurus. And talks about prosperity. I think it's possible marriage in this case. But with new starts, just, comes a lot of understanding. And you're going to have to, maybe be supportive and let him know you're there for him. But I could see a marriage and the possibility with this. He seems like a very positive person that just got on a rough path, which we all have. Good people go on rough paths every day. I've been on a rough path for 6 months, so I do see possible marriage in this. I honestly do. But rough, tough cycles, when they go through a cycle like that, sometimes it could beat you down a little. So maybe, a little understanding, I can see it. I really can. Alright, and that's with Zaid. So, yeah, you can ask. It sounds familiar, the name. The little logo over here. I recognize the sticker. But yeah, I see a lot of people that came back. I mean, I'm glad I'm trying to be a good YouTuber over here. I honestly am. I know I need to work on streaming, and I need to work on my artwork because I kind of sucked ass with the artwork. And I decided, I'm still going to do your question. I'm just looking for Dart. Is any messages from universe? I could see. Let me see if this is a dark marker. Ooh, yeah, this is. I'm doing a marker for his eyes. I'm not trying to mess up this sketch. I think when I use the pastels too quickly, I have problems. Yeah, you can. Yeah, this is if you guys are sketch artists out there, I get the colored pencils and then use your little markers for stuff, and then get the pastels, and then do the paint last. So, okay, it's inquiring me. No, I'm always peaceful. I've been through hard times. I've had a lot of people, I've been through divorce. I've had a lot of people hate me for no reason. And I'm not trying to die early because people are hateful around me. This is why I have so much time just to live stream. I tend to use my energies instead of having them sucked up by people that are energy suckers and try to eat your soul apart. I try to just stay away and be happy and be peaceful with the universe, and that's it. And I've had good luck doing it. I mean, I shouldn't have this many subscribers with as little time as I have because I just like to be happy, and I like to spread happiness and just have a little hope. And then I have my little missions like the dogs and everything else. You are you are Oh, me too. That's why I love my dogs so much, and I don't understand why people are mean to dogs. And I do understand the psychology of why people are mean to animals, but people just need to try to deal with their personal demons because people get murdered and animals get abused in the process. But yeah, I just come over here to try to be peaceful because it's the way we're supposed to be. That's it. I mean, that's what God says for us. Bring peace on earth. You go to church, peace on earth. So this is what I try to do every day. All right. For your spirit guide or your messages, I'm picking up for your energy your gibbous moon. And this is good. It means you're close to achieving a goal that you've been working on. And then you're surrounded by a full moon in Taurus and a new moon in Cancer. A new moon in Taurus just means about talks about plans, organization. And then you have the new moon in Cancer that talks about loved ones and you, and talks about like safety. I don't know. I'm picking up this is some kind of life move that you've been working on. Like maybe moving on to doing something that you wanted to do but never got a chance to, type thing. And they're just saying to organize your plans, be well organized and practical, and try to go after your goal. I'm picking up it might be, it's like a business move, but kind of like something that's gonna bring you money eventually, but something you been wanting to do. And that's a good card to have, because we all need financial security and happiness in what we do. We really do. So that's a really good card. That's a really good reading. Okay, yes, there is a full moon in the sky where I am at. Well, can you? Yeah, I'm over here. I don't charge. I don't charge for this stuff. There's no point in it. I do this for my friends, and you guys are my friends, so why not? Well, if there's a full moon where you're at, what I would do is they always say that you should give your, at the full moon, that the energy is the greatest, and if you give your energy and manifest around the full moon what you really want to accomplish, usually within about a month, sometimes you'll see changes, because full moon represents change and prosperity. So you could take a full moon to that kind of level. But I would go outside, or just maybe put a little, like a cross, or you don't even need a crystal. You can use a cross. If you ever, or just take a cross you have around the house, pray to your cross, and put it in the window, and that's a really good time for energy to come about. And ask, the universe about how your whatever you want to achieve, what's your goal with this, and ask it to show you a way. It's one way of connecting to nature, and God is nature, folks. It is. All nature is God, and it really is. So if you connect with nature and with pure intentions, generally around this time is when you'll get what you want. And it's a good thing to have. So, that's really super dark and this stuff around this. But yeah, that's what I would do, because that's perfect that you got a full moon. I don't even know if we got a full moon. I really don't know. It makes sense, as much as work has bothered me, trying to get me to come in. They bother me so much, I just stopped trying to go in extra. I stopped. The husband's always working and talking about all the extra money he wants to make, and I just let it go with that. I don't go in there no more, unless it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I feel like it's a football game. I do a Hail Mary on Sunday. I feel like I get a Hail Mary out, like when you're playing football and it's over and I won, and I don't got to see that place for 4 days. This is how bad my nursing home's getting. I would rather be over here doing what I need to do. But yeah, put your question in. I got a lot of sleep yesterday. I was just totally exhausted. I went to bed early, woke up at 3 in the morning, then went back to sleep. And then I was playing around in the park, live streaming over here. I don't know where my stream went. I lost internet at some point, then restarted my stream. But usually it takes a day for them to bring my streams in, so I'm hoping I could put it on another playlist tomorrow. It was a fun stream. Chong met a friend down the park. There was another dog and they were playing. And he really liked this dog. And Chong he's a really peaceful, happy dog. That's what I love about Chong. I've been making his I've been making homemade dog food for him using the other dog food that they say is horrible, like the mid brands on Amazon, which if you guys listen to the stream, you guys know I'm an Amazon crazy person. But they have these vitamins for dogs. They're called 10 in 1. And I got that. And then I got the salmon oil for dogs. And I take all the little treats that he won't eat, that because I get these bark boxes. And I put that and I put water, and I have a special pan that I use just for the dog food because he likes it soft. And they have this bada bing, bada beef. And I put a little of that in it and I cook it on the pot. And it's just I use it just for him. And that's it. And then I put it in the refrigerator and I portion it out like 3 times a day and he loves it. And then I mixed in the vitamins that I bought on Amazon and the omega fish oil for cats and dogs. It's good for their skin and coat and a bunch of stuff. I've even got the hemp oil they have them for dogs and cats. And I mixed it all together and I do 5 squirts. And it works out pretty good for me. And he loves it. And it's this dog food I got that was on sale that my brother got him that he really seems to not like. So I spruced it up like that. And it's really stretching out the dog food because he's a big dog, as you guys know, watching the videos. So, and he eats a lot. So I got to keep a lot of food on hand, but it kind of saves the food and gives him a lot of good, healthy stuff. But you guys can definitely use that suggestion for your dogs. And they love it because it's soft food. So, I don't have your question, and I'm not used to this many people in my stream at one time, but maybe just put your question in again. And I will answer it, I promise. Alright, now, on these little edges of his cape, I'm going to put, this is what I got so far. It looks pretty. It's pretty good. I got to get the cape part. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to take the black pastel and just shade in there before I get the other. And then these are Teo Tree art markers. I got these on Amazon. And I got it was all of these. There was 48 of them, and they're dual tip. And I got them for I think it was $20. And I ended up buying another one. Just, because you run out of things. Sometimes markers get messed up here and there. So I'm just going to bring this around here. I think I might be ready for this raven for Lily in the Darkness. And then I will definitely put the link out for that book over here when I get it on Amazon, because You could do your own publishing over there. Because I'm going to be paying for all my own publishing. I feel it would be better. Because this way I'm in control of all of it. Angel, stop. Stop. I have a whole zoo, friends. And they're all rescues. All of them. I feel like the one lady on Facebook, she always posts how everybody leaves their dogs. And when they abandon their dogs, they leave them on her road. She has like 4 or 5. They got a bunch of animals. I guess like, I think it was like 5 or 6 cats. And then a German Shepherd came down. And I guess he was abused because she was saying he was wincing and everything, and he was starving in skin and bones. So she posted on Facebook, and she was feeding him, but I guess he was kind of not. That she did have to chain him up because and bring him to the vet and stuff, but I guess she was going to keep him too. And they have like 4 dogs. This is how I feel like my life is sometimes. But this is me not having a good heart, and I just can't see animals suffer for the hands of humans. I can't, and I feel bad for them. But I feel like that lady, and I feel for her. I get it. And it's terrible to leave your dog like that. And people do it every day. But I would assume they get bad karma for that. But I got this so far. So you could do all this with these markers for even get to your paints. That's the good part about this kind of stuff. And then it has the sketching here. And the sketching I got, the idea was Etsy. You got, I guess it's like $15. But who wants to pay $15 when you could sketch it yourself? Or AI. I was listening to my friend on TikTok, and he was saying a lot of people are going to go for AI, but eventually people are going to want the human touch for art. And I agree, because art is something that I feel that is fun. You know, you got kids that have coloring books and this and that, and you take away that aspect of art, and I don't know, I just feel like you kind of take away the human essence. And I get it. And I even told him, I left a comment over there that I totally agreed. Because I did. Because I feel that I'm not a fan of AI. This is why I'm doing my own cover art. I feel that people should try to appreciate what people actually do and for the art. Because if you're going to be an artist, or even if you're not an artist, appreciate art that an actual human being did. You know, a musician, they create their own music. That's why we listen to it and we like them. Artists, same thing. It should be the same way with artwork. Because AI only goes so far with this kind of stuff. It really does. I'm going to just do all of this and outline it with this marker here. And it does look pretty cool. This is not bad. I definitely think I'm improving with my sketching. It only took 6 months, laugh out loud. I've been working on this for 6 months. And it's been a long 6 months, and I've done a lot of sketching. And I'm finally getting to where I need to be because I feel once I get my book published, because you could put whatever cover art you want on it. That's how it is to be a book writer. But I'm feeling that this would just be way better with that human touch. Alright, I'm gonna do his features and just touch these up with this too. Alright. I'm gonna lightly do around his teeth. Just real lightly. There we go. Bring it out like that. Alright. I'm gonna do this here. I mean, it would be a good tattoo or decal. Definitely. I could totally see somebody getting a tattoo like this. Alright, the little decal there. Yeah, it's not bad for what it is, and I'm still gonna fix it up. Alright. Alright, my friend Muhammad, go ahead and put your question in again. But here we go. Here's the Reaper. That's not bad. I'm really thinking I might be close to a realistic Raven. I'm thinking I might. Because I want to have my little, the human touch to this going on. Alright, now I'm going to get my pastels out. I'm waiting for your question, Muhammad. Go ahead when I'm ready whenever you are. I promise you, my friend. Alright. Now. Alright, where his little skull's at. I mean, this picture looks a whole lot cooler, but I mean, it's okay. It is what it is. It's not bad for 6 months in. It could be a lot worse. It could be a lot better, but it could be a lot worse at the same time. So I am not beating myself up over it. Alright, I'm just getting my pastels in here. Because I want to be able to see the line work in here. I want that to show too. Because it is the Grim Reaper. He's not going to have a white cape. This he's not. He's gonna have, he prefer. It's always dark in all the sketches, so it would make no sense if he wasn't in dark. So I'm try to make this cape nice and dark. I think sketching is one of my favorite. I love sketch painting. Love it. You can still see the line work, which is nice with this. Alright. There we go. See, it looks even cooler now. Just these pastels are wonderful. They really are. They're like my best friends these days. Alright. Now this, I'm thinking about brown. Do this brown. It's going to be a brown staff. I don't want it to be black because then it's just going to be all too one color here. There. Bring this up here, out here. It's turning out pretty good. I'm just gonna make this whole thing brown right here. Alright, now this up here, I'm gonna shade in. This white here, I got the white. Definitely there's white, but I'm gonna do this real light gray for this, and then do the white. Just gotta shade this in. Because when you go shading and trying to get water done, come into this problem. Sometimes you have to shade in a light gray with this, or a light blue. I'm going to do this. There you go. Because you got like these where it's real shiny ends. Not bad. I don't think that. Oh, there's two people here. I got that so far. It's coming up. I think it. I mean, it's not the best Grim Reaper, but it's one of the best ones I've come up with. It really is. Some of my Grim Reapers have been awful. I'm not gonna lie, they've just been awful, and I've been trying to practice between to get in this Raven. If I can get the Reaper and different things really good and down pat, I can get a Raven. And really, I need to get this Raven. I think I lost Muhammad somewhere. I am ready for his question if he wants a question, but he's obviously not here. So I'm putting black paint on the edges of this. Because like I always say, paint makes everything come alive. And with sketch it painting, we put it over, around the edges. This is the key. You don't want to... Sketch painting is a little different from traditional painting because you're doing the inside with so many different things. You really don't have to focus on the painting being everywhere. Just certain spots. Especially since this cape is black. I'm just taking this around the edge just to bring it out and pop out better. And you just take the paint, like I always have a stack of paint, and I got like 50 paint brushes from Amazon. And I feel it just brings it out and makes it nicer. Because you see these sketches on Etsy and this and that, and none of them are painting their sketches. And I feel it gives contour to your work also. And I never see sketchings like this anywhere. And I don't know why. I don't know why sketch artists aren't painting around the edges to really make their work stand out. But they're not. So I'll just show you how good this turns out when you get this. You just got to have all these details before you start putting the paint around the edge. See, just in that little bit of paint, it kind of makes it pop out nice. And especially inside here. I'm going to do it right inside this hood. This hooded area is very important because there's a lot of black, but you want it to be realistic looking all the same. So there's certain parts of the inside that you want black also. I mean, it's up to your eye where you think it would look the best. It really is. But I feel if I just detail the inside like this, it would make it a lot better. And you don't have to do it all, just a little bit. See, I just did the inside of the cape. And it really makes people kind of look more towards where you want them to. Now the eyes, I'm not going to touch that. I'm good. The eyes is going to be too much. Now this, for I had the marker here. I'm just going to paint these down with the paint. I did that just to kind of know where to kind of put my lines down. And this makes a difference. It really does. I just kind of do that just if I want to just accent one part. And it keeps you organized because sketch painting is all about organization. It really is. It's not traditional painting. I'm calling it sketch painting because you're literally accenting a sketch. So it's not actual painting. Because you didn't paint it, you did sketch art. But there's no point why your sketch art can't look nice with a little paint. And we got that now. It just it makes it flow better and look nicer. Even with the little bit of marker and everything, you got a little paint with it and it looks really nice. I'm going to do the same thing with the edge of his blade. Get that done. You got to have a real steady hand at this stage of the game also. I like to get everything in one area done here. Because you really want his sword over here to really stand out because this is like a major part of the painting. It really is. So you want to get, and you don't want it to look like a little kid did it if you're an adult. You want it to look like an adult did it, and you want it cool where people are saying, "Ooh, that's nice." People aren't going to say it's nice if it, and really and get excited or ask you to make anything for them if it's not nice. When I first started, I just told everybody I don't know how great it's going to be, but now I do. They ask me for special requests for their house. My friends at work. Now that I'm getting better, and when you're better is when you get special requests by your friends because they'll say, "Oh, her sketches are real nice," or his sketches are real nice. Can you make me one for my house? My one friend wanted me to make her one for her house because she wanted tulips and butterflies. I have it in the community board, all of my paintings that I do for the sketch paint. Alright, it's not bad. I'm going to take this here and do this here to really define up the sword. Make this black. looks good. Ooh, he looks nice and sinister. And even up your lines, because sometimes when you have this, no matter how much of a steady hand, sometimes your lines aren't completely nice and straight. So, gotta get all of this in here. Chong, what are you doing? I'll take you out in a few minutes, Chong. He waits for me to get done with these streams because it's time to go to potty right after I'm done. Alright, there we go. It's awfully nice. There we go. The Reaper. It's a very exciting sketch, and I've had a great time today. And thank you for all the thumbs up. I appreciate you guys. And Mohammed, I'm sorry that I didn't get your question. Maybe you can leave it in the community board or something. Or maybe when I come back tomorrow or something. I'm very sorry about that. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And have a great evening.